Kia ora, welcome. Today is just a 9-month update, pretty much just what's going on with Heidi-May, where she's at developmentally, what's new, what's normal. So as if you've seen any of the recent videos, you will have noticed that Heidi-May is crawling. And so she started crawling at like somewhere in the 8-month mark. I think it was like 8.5 months. She's actually now 9.5 months. I wanted to film this video like 2 weeks ago. But she's pretty speedy now. She crawls a little bit funky, like instead of crawling on her knees, she crawls with like her right knee tucked under her abdomen and her like pushes off with her left foot. We sort of watched her do that for the first like 2 or 3 weeks, and everyone kept being like, oh, she'll just come right. They normally start off a bit funny, and I don't know, like she's so speedy doing it like that. I don't think she's gonna change. She's like rubbed herself raw on her, or not raw, but like on her right leg and top of her foot. She's got like red rough skin from dragging it on the carpet. So that's her crawling. She's incredibly active, which is great. She now like crawls all around the house. She can follow me around. We like play games, kind of like hide and seek or peekaboo. So I'll like hide behind a corner and she'll crawl around and then I pop out. And vice versa, like she does it too. It's really cute. So that's her crawling. It's really fun. Also in terms of mobility, she has just this week started like pulling herself up on things properly. She's been trying for probably a month. As soon as she started crawling, she started trying to pull herself up on things, but just this week she like can actually do it most times. On me, that's probably her favorite thing to climb. If I'm laying down on the floor with her, she will just climb me. Like she loves to climb over me, she loves to climb up me. It's just, I am her climbing gym. It's great. That's a whole new level of keeping her busy and keeping her stimulated. So that's her crawling. Her feeding and eating, this was interesting. So the week before Queen's birthday weekend, which I think was the last vlog we did, she had pretty much started to self-wean. She was feeding 4 times a day, first thing in the morning, after both naps, and then right before bed. But her morning feed was like maybe 15 minutes, which it used to be 45 minutes. And then after her naps, she was latching, maybe suckling for a minute, maybe 2, max 5 minutes if she was really hungry. But that was it. Like her nap time, daytime feeds had dropped, and I felt my supply drop. Like I was scared and like emotional. I kept saying to Jordan, like, I'm not ready for this. She's self-weaning at like 8 months old. She just didn't really want the milk. She just wanted food. And so I was like preparing myself. She stopped feeding overnight, waking in the morning for a short feed, having not much milk during the day, and then having a big feed at night before bed. I was mentally preparing myself for her to start like having less milk during the day. And then she got really sick over Queen's birthday weekend. If you saw that vlog, you would have seen that she was really not well. She did get worse the next day as well. And there was just an insane amount of comfort feeding going on. She was just miserable. And she just wanted to be cuddled and held and fed. And since then, I think because I had 4 solid days of her comfort feeding like crazy, my supply just picked back up. And I think she sort of had a new, like a reconnection in her brain of like, this brings me comfort, I enjoy this. And so she started feeding again a lot more. Even though she got better, she started feeding again overnight. And she started wanting more milk after her naps, and also just during the day, like if she gets upset, if something hurts her, if she gets a fright, like I'm finding a lot of the time the only thing that will calm her down is milk. So she's feeding a lot more at the moment, but still eating the same amount of food that she was. Like, she's still eating heaps of solids. Baby-led weaning is going really well. Yeah, she's really impressive what kind of food she can handle. She's mostly eating like whatever we eat plus some extras, but she has such a small amount of what we're eating, and then she has like fruit and other food as well for her that's better. So yeah, the baby-led weaning is going really well. She loves her kai. So that's crawling, her feeding, her sleeping was, yeah, going really well. She was sleeping through the night. We sort of trained her with the sleeping to only have one feed a night. We were only giving her one feed overnight, and then every other time she woke, Jordan would settle her. But she started to self-settle most times. Most wakes she'd self-settle. And then she just started sleeping through the night. She just stopped wanting milk overnight. Then she got sick on Queen's birthday weekend and started waking again. And then I think we got one night of her sleeping through the night again, and then she got a cold. And then we went to Auckland, and now we're home and she's got a really bad cold. So she's waking each night once for a feed, but I think once she's better, then we probably will see if we can get her sleeping through the night again, if she doesn't naturally fall back into that pattern. Her naps had gotten really good. I could take her in at 9:30 and like boom, we'd do bedtime routine and she would be asleep like that. It would be like I'd put her in her cot, I'd sing to her, I'd sit next to the cot and I'd sing, and she'd be asleep within 2 to 5 minutes, like maybe max 10 minutes, and she wouldn't be upset in that time. But now, like, I just texted Jordan this morning and was like, we need to figure out a new plan because I cannot get her to sleep. Every day I'm putting her in her cot and she's like screaming at me until I have to leave the room because I can't take it. But then I'm freaking out because I'm like, I've left the room. That's not part of the plan. Like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, nap times could be improved. Watch this space. We'll update you when that's better. But yeah, I think that's probably it really. She's reached this really cool new developmental space, and she's just so much fun. Like, we get so much more engagement from her. Like, you can actually play with her. She's just super interactive with her environment. She loves animals. Like, I know all babies and kids do, but especially Ben, like, she loves cats. And now that we've brought Ben home, oh my goodness, she just loves him. And he, like, the feeling is not mutual. But he does tolerate her quite well, so that's been really fun. Her weight, I think she's like 8.5 kilos at the moment. Teeth, she has 8 teeth, 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. She loves them. She loves using them to like rip her sleeves. That's like one of her favorite things. She does say, this is me just like remembering random things. She does say mum, like mama and mum, but not in reference to me. I think she hears me say it all day, so she says it too, but she doesn't know that it means me yet. That's our girl. She's pretty cool. We have a lot of fun with her. She's really cute. She's a little bit chubs. She's great. That's Heidi-May at 9.5 months old. If you have any questions, or like if you're wondering anything, or if you feel like I missed something, or you want an update on anything Heidi-May related, then feel free to pop a comment down below. I can't really think of anything else. The only thing would be her potty training, just the EC, but I probably will talk maybe more about that in a separate EC video, because we could talk about that for hours. This video is mostly just for me. All of these videos are really just for us to look back on and to have a record, but I wanted this video for me. I want to remember her at her different like milestones and stages, and I'm really terrible at keeping record anywhere, like in her blanket book, or I started keeping track of stuff in my bullet journal, and it's just terrible. So I thought I would make a video, and then it's here forever. And I wanted her to be in this video, but it's actually just really hard to film with her, so she's currently napping. I do need to go and wake her up, so see you in the next one.